So exactly what time is it now? Where are we in all of this vast, vast creation and cycle of time? We know precisely where we are. On February 17th at 2:20 in the afternoon in 3102 BC, the present age of Kali Yuga, which we are in, started. So we're in the 5,112th year of Kali Yuga out of 432,000 years. 5,000 of those years have passed. And we're in the 28th Chaturjugi, or the 28th cycle of those 4 yugas. In the 7th Manavantara, each of the 14 Manavantars has a name. We're currently in Vaivasvat Manu. And so we are in the 18,001st day of Brahma. That also has a name. Shveta Varaha Kal. So this is the 51st year of Brahma's life. And each section of 50 years of his life is called Parad. So we're in the second Parad. So this verse from Vedas, which is commonly said by Pandits when they begin puja, tells us exactly this. Shri Brahmano Dutiya Paradhe Shveta Varaha Kalpe Vaivasvat Manvantare Ashtavinshatitame Kali Yuge Kali Pratham Charane Jambu Dvipe Bharat Khande Aryavartaika Deshan Targate. This says precisely what I just told you. And we'll just look at those one by one. This means it's the first day of the second half of Brahma's life, second Parad. And that is called Shveta Varaha Kal. And the 7th Vaivasvat Manu. And this means that it's the first part of the 28th Kali Yuga. Of Jambu Dweep, remember we're in the center island of Bhulok, the realm in which the earth planet, and Bharat is also called Aryavart, or the land of the Aryans. Aryans means noble people, people of a noble character. It's not a race, it's an adjective describing the quality of the people living in Bharat, on this earth planet called Bharatvarsh. So God, from the very beginning of this presentation, is the original cause of the creation. This verse from Vedas describes how simply God does this, with no effort whatsoever. Nihishvasitamasya. God breathes, and the Vedas are created. That's the origin of our Vedic knowledge, is the breath of God Himself. So He does that first. So the knowledge is the first thing created. And then Vikshitamasya Panchabhutani. He opens His eyes and all of the elements come into being. Smitame Tasya Chara Charam. He smiles and all the living beings come into existence. Suptam Chasya Mahapralaya. He sleeps and the world enters into pralaya. So without any effort at all, God does all of this work. He thinks, He opens, He smiles, and the entire universe is created, and He enters into it. And He resides there. So God gives us birth. First He creates the Vedic knowledge. Then He creates the planet for us to live on. And then He sends parts of His personalities in the form of Vishnu, Shiva, Durga to stay here and control. Then He gives us our karmas, which are affecting the events of the earth planet. And He gives us the knowledge and the human body and the chance. Everything we need in order to follow the path, proceed towards God, which is the entire reason for this creation. So all of this knowledge which I told you today has come from this book, True History and Religion of India. I brought it, it's on the back table here. This book was authored by His Divinity Swami Prakashanand Saraswati, who's the founder of Barsana Dham. And it was really quite a phenomenon when this book first came out. It was released by the Minister of Education in India, and it was first published in 1999. And it's now published in India by an academic publisher there as well. And the knowledge which Sri Swamiji put in this encyclopedia of Hinduism, you cannot find anywhere in one place. It's truly a reference book of Hinduism. If you want to know about soul, you look in the index, look up soul. And you will read throughout the book, you will understand what is the nature of the soul. And everything is quoted from the verses of the scriptures themselves. So I highly, highly recommend this book. I know some of our youth in Barsana Dham had read that book and it changed their life forever. They said, Hinduism is cool, man. You know, they just thought it was the greatest thing to understand the background and the truth behind their religion.